So once again, welcome everyone to this TLS weight management solution overview. And basically tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you about your guide to a healthy weight. Now, before I get started, as I've already shared with you, you've got the Zoom group chat. So as I share the content of the TLS overview, if you have any question at all, please feel free to type in the Zoom group chat and I will attend to your questions at the end of my presentation. And any questions that you have towards the end, we can obviously, have a Q&A session, okay? All right, so let's get started. So by way of introduction, I know that there are quite a number of my guests that may or may not know me, or there's some of you that have been my Facebook friends for a while but may not know me very well yet. My name is Kitty Chang and I have a Bachelor of Arts with psychology at the University of Melbourne, and then intercultural and community studies at Table Bible College. And I also did a diploma of coaching specializing in health and nutrition with Shaw Academy. And I'm an unfranchised owner, also known as internet franchise owner, which means that I have an online shop front with various products and services with our exclusive products, as well as a lot of partner stores that are your day-to-day shops that you see. And if you're interested in that side of things, and obviously we can share more with you. But tonight, my focus is to talk to you about TLS, which stands for Transitions Lifestyle System. And it is basically a weight management solution where I've been trained as a certified health coach and a trainer. So what that means is that as a certified trainer, I have the certification to train health coaches or weight management coaches to help others reach their wellness and weight loss goals as well. And I'm a published author. I've written a book called Juggling Your Health and Wealth. My ethos with the book is the 5 dimensions of health and the 5 pillars of wealth, including your spiritual, emotional, mental, social, and physical health. And I run quite a fair bit of workshop and speak in different capacities, mainly with my shop.com business, but also in other areas as well. So enough about me. Let me ask you a question. And if I can get you all to, if you don't mind, type it in your group chat, the answers. I would love to know more about you as well. So what are your goals? The fact that you're on this Zoom webinar means that, of course, you would like to know more about weight management or health. But in regards to your goals, if you can just maybe type in the group chat 1 or 2 words, what are your main goals in terms of your weight management or health? Why do you want to manage your weight? And why do you want to be healthy? And what is your ideal weight? Like if you've got a particular numbers, whether it's your how many kilos or your body fat percentage or visceral fat. For those of you who know about the 10-liter scale, we have a lot of different ways to measure how healthy you are, not just the weight. You can type it in as well if you know your answer to that. And also, how will your life be different when you achieve your ideal weight? So I would assume that perhaps at this stage, you may not be at this stage, at your ideal weight. Then tell me, what will happen? Let's say if you visualize yourself being at your ideal weight, how will your life be different? I would love to know that, because at the center of everything is a why. Okay, so I would like to know what your why is and what is your goal. Okay, so let me just quickly take a look. Okay, hi Stella. Just mute everyone so that we have a bit of focus. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, Simon says that he wants to lower his stress levels. That is a great answer because as many of you may or may not know, one of the things we talk a lot about when we focus on weight management is something called 5 factors. And 5 factors are the factors that actually cause us to be overweight or obese or not healthy. Stress levels is in fact one of the main reasons why we're not at our ideal weight. And it may be that you have, been consuming healthy food, or that you may be eating right, or you do exercise, but if your stress level is too high, then it can affect your weight level as well as your health as well. So that's really important. And Min, Patrick said, looks good and feels good. Of course, that is a very common response for both men and women. Knowing that, Patrick, you are a man, you write looks good and feels good. And that is really good of you to be able to admit that, because all of us want to look good, don't we? So if we actually are able to reach our, weight management goals, then we will feel a lot better. Yeah. And Kathleen and Alvin said that, you want to find healthy alternatives. Been eating too much fast food. Of course, yeah, fast food, as most of us would know, that is not healthy. So if you're able to find alternative ways of being healthy and not eating fast food or engineered food, or food that is not healthy, then of course that will help us as well. Karen, feel better and improve health, definitely. And Peter said, I don't necessarily need to lose weight, but would like to have more energy. That is an important part as well. So many of us are perhaps already in our ideal weight, but if we don't have enough energy, or if we're not fit enough, then there's still room for improvement for sure. And Peter also wants to learn about the program so he can potentially help others. Oh, wow, you're at the right place at the right time, Peter. I'm so glad you're here with me, because with my goal as a health coach, not just as a coach, but a trainer, one of my main things is not only to help people, of course, to reach their weight goal and their wellness goal, but to also train others to be health coaches as well. And that is really my main focus. And Eleanor, to live a healthy lifestyle and help others to do so. Fantastic. And Christiane, keep healthy and looking good. Awesome. And Grace, need to lose fat around my tummy. Fantastic. That is something that we can certainly help you with that, Grace. Sarah, I hope to lower my body fat from 30% to 23% and maintain it. I found to maintain it is difficult. Yes, well, Sarah, it's very important for us all to understand that with TLS is a lifestyle. It's not just a fat diet. A lot of people think of losing weight as a diet. So if you understand the concept of maintenance, then you are at the right place for sure. Because once you're able to follow the TLS system, Sarah, then to go from 30 to 23%, it might take a little while, but once you get that, your lifestyle has a chance to actually get into the habit, then it's very sustainable. So yeah, good on you. All right, and Christian, to help others, and I know that that is your goal as well, because you already are a health coach. So I would love to be, as I always have shared with you, work and walk alongside you. Perhaps we can support other people together, Christian, to be reaching their health and weight management goals. Help people with that their chronic illness is something very, very important as well. Yeah, to help customers and other people that you've been working with. Awesome. Thank you everyone again for sharing. So let's have a look at the other parts. Okay, let me just share my screen again. Okay, just one moment. You can all see my screen, yeah? No?
No.
Okay, hang on, let me just share. Okay, here we are. Can you see? Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so these were what we were discussing about our goals. And then now, what are your struggles when you are looking at your weight management? Okay, so do you find any of this apply to you? Perhaps you can type it in your group chat. Do you find that you have too much to do for everyone else and you don't have time to exercise, or you don't like to cook, and or you probably don't know how to cook properly and spend a lot of time at work, or try to diet but nothing has worked? Or it might work for a little while, but then you've fallen off the wagon and make poor food choices or eat too much too often. So how many of you have experienced any of this? I would love for you to type it in your group chat and let me know, because if you are facing even just one out of all of these different types of struggles, then you will need some support in terms of accountability, coaching, and encouragement. So that's why you're actually at the right place, because of the fact that these struggles, if you were to face it on your own, can be very difficult to handle. However, if you've got coaches, you've got fellow supporters to do it alongside you. That's why we love having this kind of group coaching program, where we have other fellow supporters, as in mentors, peer mentoring as well. So let's have a look at some of your answers. So what are some of the things that you struggle with? Okay, and Sarah says that she eats too much too often, get hungry all the time. Well, this can be actually fixed with certain things that we will be going through in terms of the 4 pillars of our TLS, which I will share a little bit. And with Stella saying that she feels good to have people complimenting you on your healthy looks and ask what you did. Yeah, definitely. That's why being able to help others is an amazing thing, and that is a really good thing for you as a goal. And as Patrick said, not committed to regular exercise, and that is something that needs constant encouragement, accountability, and support. That's why being in a coaching program will help you with that as well. And Sophie says that she makes poor food choices, especially when stressed. That is very common, because if you're actually stressed, that is one main reason why we actually get into what we call stress eating or emotional eating as well. All of the above, Peter? Yep, definitely. A lot of people actually experience the same thing. Kathleen and Alvin don't have time to exercise or spend a lot of time at work. Well, I will actually give you some really good tips in terms of how, in the busyness of your life, that you can still take time out. And I have a really good master class that I can send to you once you've started this program that will help you with that struggle. Okay. And Karen, too much for others and too much time at work. That's for sure, because there is this concept where I've written in my book, chapter 2, called oxygen mask, which is a principle that we all have heard of when you're on a plane, that you need to put your own oxygen mask on before assisting others. So if you actually do something for others but you forget and neglect yourself, then it won't be very helpful. So that's why right now, while I'm actually doing the TLS program, I'm also on my Facebook doing a 21-day self-love challenge as well. So if you guys, any of you are not my Facebook friends, please connect with me and you can be part of that 21-day challenge. Okay, so weight management, in fact, isn't universal, because a lot of people think of it as one size fits all. In fact, it's not like that, because all of us are different, right? We have different ways of work, looking at things, or our metabolism. So that's why what is right for someone else isn't always right for you. So there are so many commercial weight loss programs out there in the market that place an emphasis on what to eat, but not how to eat. With Transition Lifestyle System Weight Management Solution, we teach you how to eat. The how is more important than just the what. And there are a lot of programs also only focus on the weight loss rather than actual fat loss. Whereas with TLS, weight is only a very small part of it. We look at the body fat, the visceral fat, which is the more important, indicators of how healthy you are, because true health and true fitness is the result of an optimized ratio of muscle to fat. So we also need to look at our muscle mass as well. So if you have a look at the right-hand side, if you have a slow metabolism, that shows you have a lot more fat than muscle. However, if you have a healthy metabolism, then you have more muscle than fat. So if you can just type in your group chat for me, what do you feel is your type of metabolism? Are you a slow metabolism person or a healthy metabolism person? Do you have more body fat or do you have more muscle? Well, please type it just down: muscle, fat, slow, or healthy. Well, because there is a saying that goes, muscle dictates metabolism. Obviously, we're not talking about, like bodybuilder or body sculptor that have like big muscle. However, if you have a good proportion of muscle, which is the ratio between muscle and fat, then, you'll be having better metabolism, which is what causes your healthy weight management and wellness. Because the less muscle that you have, then the slower your metabolism. The more muscle that you have, then the stronger your metabolism. For those of us who are too busy and we don't have time to either exercise or prepare meals or like having healthy food, then our metabolism can be compromised. And there is this thing called yo-yo dieting, which means people may have tried using many other ways to lose weight, but then as a result of that, they may lose and gain, lose and gain. That is why it's called yo-yo. It's like a yo-yo, up and down, up and down. Do you know that every time that we actually go through yo-yo dieting, we diet, we lose weight, but then later on we gain again, we lose again, we gain again. When that happens, we lose at least 15% each time of our metabolism. When it's compromised, our body actually goes through this unhealthy cycle. So let's have a look. Right. So Simon would say that he is a slower metabolism than in his teens. Yep, that is quite common. In fact, when we are younger, of course, our metabolism naturally is a lot faster or healthier. And Kathleen Alvin, slow. Sarah, slow. Peter, healthy metabolism, good to know. And Patrick used to be slow, so does that mean you're a lot healthier now, Patrick? Karen, slower. Lei Hun, muscle metabolism, which is fantastic. I know that Lei Hun, with this round of 12 weeks that you've been working alongside us together, you've actually done a lot of good to your body, that your belly fat has toned up a lot. So that means your muscle mass has increased, which is a good effort. So well done there, Lei Hun, and congratulations. And Grace is slow. Well, I'm not surprised. Most of us, that is in this day and age, our metabolism generally is a lot slow. And in order for us to actually improve to a healthy metabolism, again, I've got another masterclass that I will send to you, or you can watch later on to understand how you can actually improve your healthy metabolism. In effect, they are the 4 pillars of the TLS that we teach you that will help you with the healthy metabolism. So that is something that we want you to learn through TLS. Okay, so what else? With the TLS solution, let me just explain what are the 4 pillars that you have heard me talk about quite a fair bit. These are the 4 components of our solution to help people reach their weight loss and their wellness goals. Number 1 is low glycemic impact eating. Now, low glycemic impact is about eating right and not about eating less. A lot of people think that if they want to lose weight or lose body fat, they should eat less. In fact, that is not the case. For those of you who've actually learned a little bit about TLS, you would know that is all about your new favorite foods, but eating more of the good and healthy low GI type food. So that is the first pillar. And then number 2 is body composition. So what is body composition? Well, by and large, is really about focusing on fat loss instead of just weight loss. And if you look at our body, it actually composes of many different areas, not just our weight, right? As we talked about, the metabolism is muscle, right? So it's the muscle mass, our bone mass, our visceral fat, our body fat, our physique, how we look, in terms of our fitness, and a lot of many other things, including, our water percentage and metabolic age, which is our body age as well, which means you may be at a certain age, but then your metabolic age is different from your certain physical age. So if your metabolic age is younger than your physical age, then you are actually healthy in your body composition. So all of that is all part of, the fat loss in body composition, okay? The third component of our TLS solution is science-based supplementation, working with your body to enhance weight loss efforts. So basically, a lot of times people think that if I exercise, if I, eat healthy, then that's all that I need. Well, in fact, you also need to consider a lot of other things like your, different ways of like your mindset, as well as your hormones, and how to enhance your weight loss efforts. And a lot of things need to be taken consideration. So with TLS, we have some really great scientifically backed supplementations, including all sorts of different things that is catered for and tailor-made for your need, okay? So we can help you improve and using these types of what we call accelerators to help you. Then number 4 of the TLS solution is education, because you don't know what you don't know, right? So if we are able to teach you and show you a lot of the nutritional techniques, as well as metabolism and mindset training, and because we always talk about our body is 80% is about our healthy eating, 20% exercise. However, with mindset is more than 50%, if not more, as important as only exercise or our food intake as well. So be aware and change unhealthy behaviors for life. So your behavior modification through our education is also very important. So one thing I'd just like to add on this slide, and that is all these 4 components are equally as important, and not one is more important than the other. So just imagine you are sitting on a chair, okay? So when you sit on a chair, you've got 4 legs in that chair, right? And if there is only one leg that is not steady, the other 3 are there, it's still not the best. So that's why, for you to actually make the most of the TLS weight management solution and get the best results and ideal ways to achieve your goals, then all of these 4 components are important. All right. So what is low glycemic impact eating? Okay, well, low glycemic is really a lifestyle that doesn't have to be complicated. And so if you have a look at the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 are what we call the green zone. Now, the green zone is where the blood sugar level is what we call at the fat burning zone. So that is the area where it's most ideal for weight management. So when you eat the type of food that is in the blood sugar level 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, fat burning or green zone, then it's low glycemic impact, low to medium anyway. So that will keep you into the fat burning zone. However, if you go on to the 4 and 5, which is the red zones, which then becomes the high glycemic impact foods that will spike your blood sugar and causing you to leave your fat burning green zone, then what happens is, if you eat all these types of food, it will then lead to a crash and then sap your energy. When your energy is sapped, that's why, like, Peter was talking about, about, yeah, he has healthy metabolism and he's quite healthy. However, he wants to have more energy. Well, in order to have more energy, then you probably need to consider, having better types of food that is low glycemic impact so that your energy can be maintained with the help of the other three, what we call the pillars just now. And so that you'll have a balanced diet of low and medium glycemic impact foods, and then that will get you back on track to what we call find your fit. So what exactly is find your fit? A lot of people actually have heard of this concept of finding your fit, and that is for every single one of us, we may be at different stage of our health journey. Obviously, some may be more healthy than the others. Some may be, having better metabolism faster than the others, or others have, a good body fat percentage, but then their metabolic age may be a bit older. Whatever it is, each is different. That's why with TLS is not one size fits all. It's comprehensive, customizable to individual needs. So to find your fit means that depending on what your profile is, and so that's why we have a very comprehensive questionnaire for you to find out what your profile is most suitable for you, whether it's for your exercise, for your menu plan, for the kind of mindset exercises for you to actually get to your best, to find your fit, okay? So basically, what is TLS? Well, it is a simple short-term program designed for effective weight management. Obviously, when we say short-term, it can be from anywhere between 7 days, which is our detox program, to 3 weeks of 21 day, that you can lose anywhere between 5 to 9 kilos, to the comprehensive program of 12 weeks, which is a 3-month program. One that I'm actually advocating tonight, that I'm encouraging you all to participate, is what I call Feel Great in 8, which is a pre-Christmas special that I'm actually organizing for all of us, that before Christmas comes, you can actually lose it, so that you can be ready for a Christmas time where you can eat a little bit more. So that is what the TLS Feel Great in 8, which I'll share a little bit about later. But before we do that, I'm just going to be sharing the various options. Of course, with this group, I've already had quite a number of you who've signed up to my 8 weeks, but there is no reasons why you can't choose other options. So I'm going to go through different options, and you can then later on let me know which options is your best choice, okay? So first, the TLS weight management solution, as I mentioned, is the most customizable, meaning that it's very personalized according to your need, to your lifestyle, to your budget, to the way of your commitment, so that's how we can actually determine what is the best plan for you. And so this program is available to everyone and anyone, even for people like myself. When I first started, I didn't need to lose weight. I still went on to a TLS program, simply because even though my metabolism was good and I was healthy, I still wanted to have more energy, and I wanted to learn about the program so that I can help others, especially after I've done my nutritional coaching course. I feel like this is a really good synergy for me to be able to work and walk alongside, along with my health coaching practice. So that's why tonight I'm going to be sharing a particular, the Feel Great in 8, but then other solutions that you can take a look at as well. But before you make a decision, I would like you to take a look at a weight management profile, and you can do that on my website, and we can go through it later on as well. So this is what I'm talking about, the free weight management profile. So from the profile, we've got close to 30 different questions that you can find the best custom plan for you based on your lifestyle, your diet, your activity levels, your goals, your behavior, your commitment level, and your lifestyle, all sorts of things, in order to determine which one is the best custom plan for you, okay? And The first plan that I would like to explain to you is what we call the 21-day challenge, okay? The 21-day challenge is basically for people who are looking for a healthy way to take control of their weight fast. So if you want to lose weight fast, within 3 weeks, you can lose even up to 10 kilos. I've had people who've done that, and others, average about 4 or 5 kilos is not uncommon at all. And if you are committed to staying focused and following a regimented plan, then this is a really good starting point for you. With the 3 weeks, you can focus on flushing your body of toxins, curbing your unhealthy cravings, and also obtaining optimal body composition. In fact, there are a lot of people in their life, they may not have been through any type of health regimens or like detox. This is a good starting point. So with the 21 day, the first 7 days, which is phase 1, is what we call the detox or the cleanse phase, which will renew and replenish your body. Okay, so that is the first 7 days, whereby once you're able to do that, then your body will be cleansed and will be detoxed to a starting point for step 2, which is what we call a fat burning or fat shredding phase, which will repair and reshape your body. So the second phase is 2 weeks from day 8 to day 21. So basically, if you can have a look at the results to expect, the first 7-day detox, you can actually expect the body that you have a lot of toxins. If you understand the concept of free radicals, these are the toxins and the unhealthy things that we oxidize, so that it can be cleansed. And then when we go on to the phase 2, then our body can be helping to burn fat. You can lose up to 4.5 kilo in average. Okay, so what do you do then during these 21 days? Let me have a sip of water. Now, phase 1, as I mentioned, the first 7 days, you will need to follow quite a strict meal plan. First of all, you will need to, of course, follow the regimen quite closely in order to get the most result. Half a lemon in a cup of warm water every morning, at least 8 glasses of water, which is about 250 ml of water per day, 3 servings of fruit, unlimited vegetable servings, but at least 5 to 9 servings would be ideal, and 2 servings of protein, 2 servings of good fats. And during this 7 days, you're not to have any grains, starches, dairy, sugars, artificial sweeteners, alcohol, or caffeinated beverage. Okay, so basically all of this that you may be used to having the first 7 days, we would recommend that you don't take them. Of course, if you are craving for them, if you can actually try as much as you can to avoid them, then you would get the best results in cleansing and detoxing your body. And also to remember not to have strenuous exercise, because while you're being detoxed, your body needs to have a calm and quietness in order for your body to be cleansing. It's basically similar to the analogy of a car. If you need to have your body, if your car needs to be serviced before it's being serviced, it needs to change the dirty oil. So it's the same thing. Our body needs to change our toxins or cleanse our toxins. Okay, then phase 2 of our 21-day challenge is at least 8 glasses of water again, 6 to 12 servings of vegetables, and then we add in this phase 2 TLS nutrition shakes each day. The reason why we need nutrition shakes is that with phase 2, because it's fat burning, we need to be doing 5-6 days of exercise every day for this phase 2. And within that, we need the protein to be absorbed in a way that will help us to build our muscle. And with our nutrition shakes, it has 18 grams of protein and 11 grams of fiber, and it will help us to actually recoup what's lost and give us a lot more recuperation to build up our muscle. and 3 or 4 servings of protein, 2 servings of good fats, and 1 serving of fruit as well. And if possible, follow phase 1, but at least no dairy, no grains, no sugars, and no alcohol or caffeine. Basically the same, because phase 2 is in fact what we call fast strata, and I'll go through what fast strata is the same as detox week in terms of what is to be limited. And the important thing about phase 2 is that we need to have at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity of cardiovascular exercise, or 75 minutes of vigorous cardiovascular exercise. So depending on whether you're doing moderate or vigorous exercise, if you're doing moderate, then 150 minutes a week. Otherwise, 75 minutes of vigorous is enough. At this stage, with phase 2, we mainly focus on cardiovascular exercise or aerobic exercise as fat burning. But then as we go, we always talk about 3 different types of exercise, including flexibility, balance, as well as body weight as well, okay? And we also have different types of TLS supplements that we recommend, and depending on where you are and your weight loss profile, we will recommend that depending on your needs as well. So this is the 3-week program. And as we mentioned, the detox power foods are the foods that you will be consuming in week 1 of your 21 day, and that will be the 7th day of detox. And so for a lot of people, if they are not used to starting straight away, jumping into the 21 day, they can actually start with the 7 days first. So that's for first time TLS participants. You can do it for 4 to 7 days. If you can sustain 7 days, that's the best. But otherwise, 4 days would be a good start anyway, if you have never done anything like that at all. And, for those who experience a plateau, meaning you may have been through quite a fair bit of exercises or other programs, but then you sort of stand still. Your weight has not actually been moving. Your weight is standing still, then this is a really good program to get back into. That's why I always tell my clients every 6 weeks we should do a detox anyway, whether you are losing weight or not. And then results to expect is obviously the 7 day will, the purging of the body of toxins, and then you will, in the beginning, feel like you've lost a bit of energy, but then in day 4 onwards, you've get back energy. And if you have not even had any experiences of detox, then you need to be aware that you might feel a little bit uneasy in the beginning, but then as the days go on, you will feel a lot better. Okay, and so that is the 7-day cleanse, and then the fast strata is the 2nd and 3rd week of what we call our, the 21 day, or you can just go through the fast strata, losing 4.5 kilos in 2 weeks average. And the important thing about this is that if you are really committed, you can just go for this, and 6 to 12 servings of vegetables with the shakes, protein, good fats, and a serving of fruit. And if you can basically follow the detox power foods as well as the fast strata foods, more or less the same, except that we don't eat as much fruit. With the detox food, you can have up to 3 servings, but with the fast strata, only 1 serving, because we don't want even natural sugar as much, okay? And then rapid results is another one. Now, again, depending on your weight management profile, you will be able to go through different plans. The rapid results are for people who want to lose average about 1 kilo a week. And so anywhere between 0.9 to 1.3 kilo. So you still need to be fairly motivated and dedicated to your weight management goals, and you're able to be willing to break unhealthy habits, okay? And then you'll be able to shred fat and centimeters. So when we're talking about weight, it's not only about the numbers on the scale, but about, the body fat, your visceral fat, the fat around your organs, but also the centimeters or the inches of your, let's say your chest, your waist, and your hips, but mainly your chest. For those people that are very common to have like the belly fat, that is what rapid results can help you lose 1 kilo per week of body fat. And with these rapid results, you will need to, of course, follow a low glycemic impact eating of 5 to 6 servings of protein, 6 to 12 servings of vegetables, 2 servings of dairy, no grains or starches. So even, with rapid results, there is no grains or starches. So that means no rice, no pasta, no bread, and no spaghetti and noodles and stuff like that. And then 2 servings of good fats and 2 servings of fruit, and you need to do 4 to 5 days of exercise. Okay, so depending on how committed you are and how long before you want to reach your goal, then this may be something you want to consider. But then there are other people who think, okay, well, I don't need to be rushing into doing my weight loss journey in such a drastic, quick way. Then they can go for what we call sure and steady. Sure and steady is basically half the kilograms of the rapid result. Rapid result is about 1 kilo per week, whereas sure and steady is about 0.5 kilo per week average, which is very, very common. People reach that. And so basically, if you don't want to dive in so quickly and you want to slowly ease into it, then I would recommend doing the detox, then do sure and steady instead of directly going into 21 days. And so when you're doing the 12-week program or the 8-week program that we're going, then this may be something, if you feel like, okay, I can lose 1 kilo per fortnight, and within the 8 weeks, if I can lose 4 kilos, I would be happy. And then another 2 kilos during the detox weeks of 6 kilos, then that's fine. Then this may be a good one. However, if you want to lose faster and more kilos, then I would recommend rapid results or the 21 day. So again, to determine which one is best for you, contact me and I will give you my website with the details of the weight management profile, okay? And continued commitment are for people who are already at their ideal weight, that you can, obviously continue to be healthy and want to eat healthy and maintain your total well-being. Then you want to live your lifestyle to a way that maintain optimal health, because optimal health is not only just about when you reach your weight loss goals and then you get back into your old way. Not like that. You need to be continuously, committed to your healthy lifestyle. So this one has a bit of flexibility and also occasional indulgence. So basically the results is that you continue to be healthy and fit as you do about 3 to 6 days of exercise per week, and eat a combination of protein, vegetables, dairy, starches, fat, whole grains, fruit, which we call the healthy macronutrients. And you continue with whatever that is necessary and helpful for you in terms of the supplements. So in terms of TLS tools, we've got some amazing tools that I recommend that every one of you to get hold of. The first is the TLS Health Guide and Journal. This journal is really the very first step in securing your commitment to TLS, to help you to take one day at a time for your whole program, to instill the best behaviors and techniques to help you stay healthy, motivated, and being held accountable. Because when you're actually doing the journal, your coach, like myself, and the people that introduced you to this program will be able to help you with that, okay? And then we have a website as well as different social media that we can help you with as well. So now let me just share a little bit about some of people's testimonials. This one is Karen, okay? Karen was the winner of this first quarter, which is in January's monthly challenge. And so you can see before and after, in only 21 days, she has already, got such great result. And so this is Danielle. Danielle is also within 21 days. You can see the difference in the transformation of the before and after. It's not only just about the number of kilos lost, but also her inches and her energy level as well. And here is Jason. Now, Jason, share that he has finally achieved the feeling of success, which you really can't put a price on. TLS has remodeled Jason's lifestyle from being habitually sedentary. What is sedentary? Meaning he doesn't move at all. He just, always just sitting down and not exercising. And he was always unmotivated. But because of TLS, he was able to follow the system, and he became healthy, became active, and also positive. And with his goals being achieved, now he's constantly striving to be a better husband and father. So, that's one of the things that I always find out as I've worked with a lot of different clients, that it's not only just about the weight or the looks. Of course, these are great. You look better, you feel better, but as you reach your goals, you have more energy. You can become better father, better husband, better wife, better daughter, better friends, better, teachers, students, whatever it is, because, as we are healthy, we become a lot more able to support and bless others as well. And this is a lady that was in our last TLS group, Annie. Annie actually achieved really some great results during her first week group coaching. She has lost 4% of her body fat, and she actually suffered from fatty liver and high blood pressure. And as a result of doing this TLS program, she was healed, and her fatty liver and high blood pressure became normalized. And she found that, the TLS scientific supplementation, particularly the trim tea, helped her a lot as well. As you can see, her belly fat, especially in the midsection, the love handle, as we call it, has been reduced significantly as well, which is amazing. All right, so here we've got Heidi. Heidi is actually one of my fellow coaches, and she's also on this call right now. Heidi actually had, 2 babies. They're twins, lovely, one boy, one girl. And since, she had her babies 3 years ago now, her weight had gotten out of control after she had the babies. And she was aching all over, and she couldn't sleep, and Heidi's skin was also suffering. The stress, was so much that Heidi knew that it was time to focus on herself, and she wanted to get her health back. So when I introduced the TLS weight management solution to Heidi, she was able to learn new ways of looking at food, exercising, and prioritizing her tasks. And now she has become so healthy, and she has a new approach to health and weight management, and not only that, to her life as well. And she's definitely, getting closer to reaching her pre-baby weight. And amazing, amazing testimonies that Heidi has not only, like, that was already old pictures, like from 85.6 to 71.9. Now, Heidi, you're below 70, right? Like what's your weight right now after the 12 weeks and then another 12 weeks?
68.
68, yes. So here we are.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, so, in such a short time, and now she's not only being able to achieve such good results for herself, and look, her skin has gone so much better as a result. And not only that, she has been able to pay it forward to help others to reach their wellness and weight loss goals as my fellow coach as well. So I'm so, so happy and proud of Heidi, and at the same time feeling so privileged to be able to work and walk alongside you, Heidi.
Thank you.
Okay, and so let me just quickly share with you guys the 21-day. With the 21-day program, we have a kit that we recommend to everyone to use, and that includes the 7-day detox as well as 2 weeks of the fat shredder. With the kit, we have the nutrition shakes, the ultimate aloe, which is a very, very healthy, nutritious aloe juice, which is not like the standard one where we actually have a whole leaf plus extra 50%, 150% concentrated. with more than 200 nutrients in it that can cleanse our body, inside and out, with our skin improvement as well. And we also have Isotonics multivitamin, OPC3, isochrome. For those of you who may not have heard of what Isotonics is, it's actually the same fluid pressure as a bodily fluid, which is a powder-based supplement. Add water, then you drink it and mix it together. That will actually go into your stomach without being digested and goes to the bloodstream really quickly. And so with this one, if you were to get this individually, it would cost $419.25. But if you get this as a kit, it's only $333.75. And this will last you 90 days with the 90-day servings of the Isotonics as well. And so as we mentioned, we are actually hosting 21-day challenge all the time. And the next one coming up is from the 7th of October for 21 days, or from the 1st of November. You can obviously, join this group to do it together as part of the 8 weeks or 12 weeks, or you can just do the 7-day detox or the 21-day. So you can join in the fun because, we have more than, I think, 20 people most likely in this group already, that we can not only do it individually, but also do it as a peer group as well. But if you would like to do it individually, you can contact me as well. Okay, and so the other thing is, in a nutshell, I just want to give you a bit of summary of what I've shared in terms of the 21-day. Basically, it is best real foods and new favorite foods to eat, and improve your body composition by building lean muscle. So that means when you're looking at your body composition, it's not only just about the weight, but also your lean muscle. And science-based supplementation to support any gap in your diet, or actually with the hormones and different things that can cause issues with stress and different things like that. And education is equally as important, if not more, than only those other 3 things, because of the fact that as you learn, you'll be able to, apply what you learn into your lifestyle, so then it becomes, a real living standard rather than just sort of like a fat diet, okay? But TLS 21-day challenge is not magic weight loss, because weight loss is about science. Weight loss is not magic. And it's not only about shakes only, even though within our 21-day kit, we do have nutrition shake, but that's only a small part of it. You still need to eat real foods. And, low glycemic impact will give you menu plan and exercise plans, etc. And we don't, suggest that you count points or calories, and is not eating less. In fact, you'll be eating more of the good foods, and please don't skip meals as well. And in our training, we actually explain the reasons why skipping meals is actually not beneficial. A lot of people think, if I want to lose weight, I skip meals, but in fact, your body will actually get into a fat storage mode if you do that. So what I'd like to encourage you is to bring your family or friends, people that you would like to work together with you to have some fun, losing fat, becoming fit, and learn how to keep it off once and for all, but at the same time, having some group support as well. Now, as I mentioned, we also have 8 or 12 weeks of education program. The Feel Great in 8, which is what I am mainly sharing with this particular group, which quite a number of you have already signed up for, is a home study where each week I will send you a video to watch, and then we have WhatsApp group, Facebook group, and then you can be in touch with me through WhatsApp, email, or Messenger on Facebook to ask any questions that you like. This one is 8 weeks starting from next Monday, the 7th of October till the 25th of November. So that's 8 weeks right before Christmas. And then if you want to do the 12-week comprehensive program, you can do that as well. And but that involves, Zoom meeting. And my next one coming up will be after Christmas, okay? So right now, what I'm advocating for this particular meeting is for the Feel Great in 8. And so let me just explain how that works. It's only $160 for 8 weeks, which is only $20 a week. And what that includes is an online home study as well as group coaching program. So I will send you video, I will send you home study information, and with the home studies and the group coaching through Facebook and WhatsApp, and personal interaction as well. And the session, there are 8 sessions with what we call the 4 pillars just now when I shared, you know, the low glycemic impact eating, body composition, the scientific supplementation, the education in terms of mindset are the 8 sessions with Jumpstart Your Success, improving metabolism and exercise, nutrition and how to read labels, creating healthy habits, believing in yourself, planning meals and dining out, managing stress and assessing results and your new lifestyle. So if you're interested in doing this, I have a registration page I will give to you. I think I've already got about half of you registered already, but if you haven't yet, it's not too late. We've still got 1 week before we get started. You can contact me directly if you like. I've got a Facebook group. If you go on to TLS Facebook page, TLS-Weight Loss and Wellness, or facebook.com/TLS with Coach Kitty. You're welcome to take a photo of this if you want to get hold of me. And I also have a website, tlscoach.info. Okay. And then basically in these 8 weeks, I will talk about all these 4 components again. Low glycemic impact eating with new favorite foods. I will teach you all about this with handouts as well. Body composition in terms of exercise, metabolic repair, supplementation and education with both, handouts, my videos, as well as some online information that I will be sending you. That includes science-based information, education to accelerate your success, okay? And so my question for you, are you ready to feel great and look great? Are you ready to lose weight, to lose body fat and centimeters or inches? Are you ready to have more energy? Are you ready to improve your health? If your answer is yes to any one of this, then I would encourage you and invite you to join me and many others that are already on this group that have registered and signed up to my TLS Feel Great in 8 coaching program, which is a very special price of only $160, $20 a week only. And you can get access to me and your fellow coaches as well as fellow participants, which is amazing, because normally if I was to coach people one-on-one, it would be at least 10 times that price, but I'm actually doing it together with a group. That's why, you know, it's so affordable, $160 only. And on top of that, I would like to encourage you to get the TLS Health Guide and Journal, which is only $25, and you can let me know. I can order it for you and get that delivered to you, because the health guide and journal is extremely important for you to be measuring, monitoring, adjusting, and also writing down your progress so that you can send it to me as your coach to help support you. And if you do that, I can assure you your rate of being successful is a lot more than those that don't. In fact, you know, for my, you know, last few years, 7 years already of not only myself doing journaling as well as teaching people through this TLS program, people have been using the journals are those that actually receive better results. In fact, you know, much more than 40 to 50% success than those that don't. So that's why, you know, to invest in a health guide and a journal is a must in my understanding, okay? And I would recommend that you get a scale and a tape measurement as well. And so, as I mentioned, the upcoming group is starting on Monday, 7th of October, which is Monday next week, which is 1 week from today. So you've got 1 week to register and let me know and we can get started. And the registration link, please either write it down or take a photo, is bit.ly/great-in-8. So great in capital, in, I in capital and E in capital. You need to actually type it as is with the capital letters and the lowercase. So when you actually go into that bit.ly/grade-in-8, then you'll be able to register and put in your details, pre-register, and I'll be able to send you all the information to get started, okay? Make sure you give me your email address as well, because I will send you all the handouts and information before we get started next Monday. And if you've got any question and you would like to contact me personally, you already have my email address when you registered to this Zoom meeting. You can email me, or you can go to my Facebook, which is facebook.com/TLS with Coach Kitty. Or if you just type in your Facebook search bar, TLS Coach Weight Loss and Wellness. But the best way to contact me is either through Facebook directly, or you can go through my email address, which you should have when you register to this Zoom meeting already. But if you think that you're already ready to get started, then just go straight into the registration link. I'll type it here. You can just copy and paste it. If you go to your Zoom group chat, bit.ly/grade-in-8, you can just click on that, and you'll be able to get into that that link to register. Okay. And if you want to learn a little bit more about TLS, you can go to my website, which is tlscoach.info. Okay. So that's basically it. I would like to encourage you to take charge of your health today. And if you're ready to stop feeling tired, stressed, overweight, and frustrated, and if you like to make a change and to live life to the fullest, then I encourage you to register now. All right, so thank you everyone for your time tonight. Any question? I just like to, again, thank you everyone for being on. And any question? You can either unmute yourself, or you can just type in the Zoom group chat.
Kitty, Lei Hun here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your guidance, your support, your positiveness. It's really good. Thank you.
Thank you, Lei